Hi, myself Abhirami Tyagarajan, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Computer Application. Today we are going to see the origins of design thinking. The method and mindset of design thinking, although championed by progressive companies and design consultancies, draw from a wide field or disciplines including software development, engineering, anthropology, psychology, the arts, and the business. Design thinking, as it is exists today, has co-evolved across a variety of disciplines and industries. Over time, well over 50 years and even longer, depending on your perspectives, the best and most generalizable method and practice have merged and converged in a quasi-Darwinian process of natural selection. These have been codified, integrated, documented, and championed by leading design firms such as IDEO and Frog, and academic institutions such as Stanford D School and the Rotman School of Management, and have increasingly been adopted by industry and popularized by the media under the shared moniker of design thinking. While this co-evaluation of ethics of design thinking has led to a robust set of methodologies, it has also contributed to some confusions given the proliferation of tools, methods, books, seminars, and more recently, online training available. Rather than getting lost in the details from the start, a usefully way to learn about design thinking method is through the lens of an organizing framework. Even here, however, there are a variety of frameworks to choose to the no voice. This too can be duating given the times to explore these. However, it becomes apparent that there are actually insignificant consistency across these framework. In a sense, each of these has been a prototype framework building on the ideas and lessons to iterative spirit. I purpose a framework for design thinking in the next section that is indeed to the reflect the shared elements of existing frameworks with the objectives of retaining the most important elements of design thinking and their distinction with simplifying their depiction and terminology, and at least this framework introduce the major elements of design thinking as efficiently as possible and facilitates a exploration of the rich content contained within the other chapters of this book. Further, it will make it easier to quick navigate other design thinking framework in use. Frameworks of design thinking. There are literally dozens, if it hundreds of specific design thinking related methods and tools available, and this book will explore many of these, learning about just a few of these and understanding however they are used together in likely more valuable than trying to experiment with them without any context. The following framework is intended to provide that context by organizing these methods and tools based on their role or purpose. Design thinking as a systematic and collaborative approach for identifying and creatively solving problems includes two major phases: identifying problems and solving problems. Both of these phases are critical, but in practice, most people and project teams within companies are more in to focus on the latter, that is on solving problems. We are naturally creative beings, and giving any problem however it will defined most of us can be generate a set of ideas. Unfortunately, these often will not be great ideas. That is, ideas that are both original and that solve the problem with the greatest potential. One of the most powerful features of design thinking is that its emphasis on identifying the right problems to solve in the first place. This is therefore a key element of the following framework as indicated by the two phases of design thinking depicted and identify the solve. Next, I describe the purpose of each of the modes within these two phases, followed by the discussion of the iterative nature of the process as a whole.